institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Trojans offense will get the first swing of the game. Historically, the Trojans have been the powerhouse in this rivalry, but last season it was UCLA in a blowout.
And that is not something USC is accustomed to. They want to own this rivalry. They think they own UCLA. They will have some extra fire behind them today.
Yeah, and that UCLA blowout last year really helped the Bruins in recruiting, too. Remember, these two schools, they recruit the same kids here in Los Angeles, in the state of California, and nationally as well. It would be massive if UCLA could beat USC again and make it back-to-back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bruins offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interested to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the
Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches.
He's got some space. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Bruins! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. got his man out of the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grabs behind the line. It's Young. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their quarterback in position to make the play?
Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. Makes the grab on the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Now adjusting. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Got their quick completion. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Jordan.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off a big play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to offenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Pulls it in. It's Shaw. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it on the outside. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He wants to throw it. Gets rid of it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bruins!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Reed. Finds his tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
The offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll run it from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Smith. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And the Bruins want to move quickly. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll go to the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the right. It's caught. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up. They'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Young. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The short hands, it's Jordan. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. A strike downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly...
Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
It's complete to the left. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Trojan. And they turn it into a defensive score. Extra point here will tie the game. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop. Beg for one, please.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Snapped it in the shotgun. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason he can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Bruins will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Reed. Pulls it in, it's Jordan. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Wormley. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Might be looking to run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they go back on top. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last run of the half.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. The lead now 6 here in the second.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
UCLA, number 12, with the return.
That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and
oh, that's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Number 4 is tackled down at the 29, and the UCLA offense will...
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Making side adjustments here. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The short hands, it's Peoples. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Going to swing it on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fires toward the target. Got his man. Touchdown, Bruins. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Trojans have this offense rolling. Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you do, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! The Bruins stretch out that lead, and they look like a team ready to ring the victory bell.
I think momentum's a real thing when UCLA and USC play each other, but that Bruins touchdown here in the second half is giving them a lot of life, David.
Yeah, and it's getting them excited, the fans excited. They know what this rivalry means. They know what a win will mean, and they know they can ring that victory bell.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time.
There he goes. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Spins away from the defense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Reed. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, it's blocked. He's going to scoop it up. He's loose down the rough side. The 20. Touchdown, Bruins. And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Auburn is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there on the Plains, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 15 to Alabama. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Grab behind the line. It's Wormley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Finds the tight end.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. He's got it. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This should be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, UCLA. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Number 0. In the end zone.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On target to the left. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, the ground game. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On his way from around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're trying to hit the angle route to the running back coming out of the backfield. It's a good route, but the running back couldn't make the catch.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. To the air on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That pass is incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the backs.
He gets a block. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. Probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCLA! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Wormley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Caught near the sticks. It's Sims. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Black.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. caught in the backfield. It's Black. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Matthews. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
He lofts one down the sideline. He caught it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
USC 34.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the... Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out.
Turning it on! And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a shot. Found the spot in the defense. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. On the move, he fires. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gonna take a shot. He caught it. And they're gonna score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Here comes the heat. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
How about the bomb, the Hail Mary coming out, and the offense